Hey everybody, we're back for another racked up adventure. We've got the continuation of the 270 Winchester short mag. As I alluded to in my last video, I had two more ammo types coming in the mail. I was able to get those 2 boxes of ammo, and we're going to continue to see if this rig will shoot at the level that it shot at in the first video. So I had 4 groups under 0.5 or under half MOA, which is absolutely incredible. It's one of the best guns I've ever shot as far as being accurate. So today we're going to use the Hornady Precision Hunter. This is a 145 grain ELDX max projectile, and this is the Norma Bond Strike, and this is a 140 grain tip strike. So we're going to try these two out today. We're going to see if this thing will replicate what it did the other day. All right, Hornady Precision Hunter is what we're going to start with today. 3,100 feet per second listed velocity. There's no energy reading on the box. I'm going to load 3 of these up. We're already sighted in, as we showed in the last video. So I'll get 3 of these in the chamber, and then we'll see what we got. All right, 3-shot group on the Hornady Precision Hunter 145 grain ELDX. We are going to be shooting at the top left corner of the left-hand target. Six o'clock on the diamond. Three right there together. Okay, we let the barrel cool. Now we're going to move on to the Norma tip strike. This is a 140 grain projectile. It is traveling at 3,117 feet a second, and it's got a 3,021 foot-pounds of energy at the muzzle. This projectile is getting it. When I use Norma ammo, it comes in these really neat pouches that holds 5 at a time for you to slip in your pocket. And from what they say, it's a fantastic fire starter in an emergency situation. It burns for a long time. So it's something good to have in your pocket, I guess. All right, we'll load 3 of these in. All right, let's see what we get. All right, I'm going to shoot at the bottom left target of the bottom left corner of the left-hand target. I'm going to run down, grab those targets. We'll bring them back up and we'll talk about what we see. Be back in a minute. All right, I grabbed the targets, brought them back up here to the truck, measured them out, labeled them, and here's what we came up with. Hornady Precision Hunter, a 0.26 inch group. That's a quarter MOA at 100 yards. That is absolutely incredible. That is the best group that I personally have ever shot in any rifle. Then you've got the Norma Tip Strike. It came in at a 0.49, 3 more touching. Again, under a half-inch group. And then this target here is the target from the last video. As you can see, 0.56, 0.43, 0.37, 0.51, 0.49, 0.26. This is by far the most accurate rifle that I personally have ever shot. Let me back this camera up a little bit. So there you have it, the Winchester XPR Renegade, chambered in 270 WSM, or Winchester Short Magnum. 6 groups, half MOA or better, every group. You can't ask for anything better than that. Okay, as we wrap this up, I told you that we would come back around and we would talk about the Winchester XPR Renegade Long Range. These were a matched pair. I've got the 270 here on the tailgate. I didn't bring the 300 short mag out with me today, but you've got the 270. I've got the targets from both sight ends. The 6 ammo types on the left 2 targets are the 300 Winchester short mag. The right 2 targets are the 270 Winchester short mag. That 270 Winchester short mag is the most accurate rifle I've personally ever shot. And the 300 Winchester short mag is no slouch either. So let's go over these groups real quick. So for the 300 short mag, Remington Core-Lokt tipped, 0.39. Federal Fusion, 1.16. This was the least accurate group out of the testing of all 12 of these we've done on these 2 calibers. Then you've got Federal Terminal Ascent, came in at 0.56. And Norma Bond Strike came in at 0.72. Then over here, you've got the Hornady Precision Hunter and the 300 WSM at 0.48. And then you've got the Hornady Outfitter, which is the copper load, at 0.93. I'm going to take a tip from one of my viewers, and the next copper load or the next sight-in I do that uses copper, I'm going to actually shoot the copper first. There's some theory that after you shoot gilded metal through a barrel, the copper loads don't shoot as well. So I'm going to shoot the copper out of the next sight in first, out of a clean barrel, and we'll see if that makes any difference. And then you got the 270s, which we just went over a couple seconds ago. You guys know the groups. But all in all, these 2 rifles are money in the bank. Winchester XPR Renegade, 270 Winchester Short Mag, and 300 Winchester Short Mag. 2 very fine rifles, worthy of taking into the woods for any deer hunter, or any type of hunting for that matter. I highly recommend these. These XPRs are lights out, money in the bank. This particular one right here, this 270, I said it a couple times already in the video. This is the most accurate gun I've ever shot. This is half MOA out of 6 different ammo types. So you pick you one of these up, and you can probably get just about any ammo. If it's anything like this one, and you're going to be on target and ready to take down any critter you want to go after. So as I wrap up, I would like to thank each and every one of you for viewing. If you guys could like the video, subscribe to the channel. I do have several videos out in this series. The first one, reviewing the guns and seeing what their features are. Then we did the sight-in with the 6 ammo types on the 300 Winchester Short Mag. And then we did the sight-in for 4 types of ammo with the 270 Winchester Short Mag. Then we came back up with this video with the last 2 ammo types for the 270. And then the wrap-up, as you just seen. Please like, subscribe to my channel. It really helps us out. I appreciate the support. Until we meet again on our next Racked Up adventure.